wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me, you and me. We had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course. But I know I left an impression.
What will you say? The creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years? Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, I'm lucky to have forgotten my own name. No, the creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years.
Hey! There's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Radzatan. Normally, I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent, invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking up anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hope of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an alembic. And with that, I shall get back to cheering her from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly, save my beloved.
Hey, there's Nashu. Oh my gosh, that's... I wasn't even looking for him. He's literally right here.
And that should do it. Now to take this medicine and... Core! Zordia, it feels like it's been forever. Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. What brings you to Radzatan? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildebrand's gone into hibernation again. And... Oh, wait! You're giving me that look, the one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? All right, since you silently asked. So back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away?
Yes. What happened to Greg?
How that strange rift that opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that? Well, after that, we ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, until we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then he used the same trick to bring us home.
Oh wait, Greg came back to his senses?
Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that the inspector hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got the cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing as I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra.
Chupacabra?
Me and Mr. Chupacabra from Shakshoka Concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us, former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him.
Oh, it you.
Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, chairman of the Sajatra Concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whims? I pray you forgive me my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man.
Are you?
Naturally, I understand that words alone will not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, my arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop, rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildebrand awakened and return to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business.
Are you? Are you a good guy?
Nope.
He smirked. He bad guy still.
Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Oh, but that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe.
I suppose I ought to get a look at the Manderville man himself. Medicine might not do us any good. We'll take a look at the Manderville man. Let's look at him.
By all means, the inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go.
This creepster, man. Bruh.
The girl's a friend of yours, is she? She's welcome to stay as long as she likes. I do hope her friend recovers soon, though. Sleeping on the floor hasn't been good for my back.
Oh no! He's been sleeping on the floor.
Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra's taken care of everything, even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes?
Study the sleeping Inspector Hildebrand. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a section and examine it in more detail with R2. Wait, we're having one of these quests? Bruh. Rugged features belie what is. At closer glance, the sensitive mane of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are a design unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Really? Hildebrand's arm. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest of occasions does the man resort to violence. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. Oh? Is he being poisoned by Chupacabra? The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the scions who were summoned to the first— Oh, wait! That's right! He wasn't the first! Wait! We saw him in the dungeon. I swear, Nashu.
Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector?
Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal.
I see. I don't. But that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body, but where did it go, and what is it doing there?
Probably went to the first to become the gentleman of darkness, as you do. I think it's gone to another world wholly unlike ours, but still slightly like ours, a world of contrasts. Probably went to the first to become the gentleman of darkness, as you do.
I see. Right. So, can you go there? Great! In that case, I'll leave the soul-searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildebrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep, or having forgotten a thing or two.
Of course.
But not to worry, I've prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there.
She's probably giving me bombs, isn't she? She's totally giving me bombs.
When in doubt, use Nashu's delights to blow the cobwebs right out. The inspector will thank you after, I'm sure.
They are bombs. Yo, all of them are here. Yo, hey, Una Kalai, how you doing? What's new? Oh, this is so cool. Wait, I didn't even think to talk to them.
What? With our methods, we barely maintain a faint connection to the 13th. But you say you've journeyed there? Incredible! Such drive Archon Rashola must have to uncover the secrets of cross-rift travel, and to conceive of creating an artificial Atomos could only be described as inspired. Suffice it to say, I should like nothing more than to join you on your future forays, but I will abide in patience for now. You already have a capable guide at your disposal, and my presence would be extraneous. Besides, there are certain tasks that require me to be here in the first. For one, I wish to learn more about the approach used to revive the empty. 'Tis my hope that the self-same can be applied in the 13th, and to that end I have arranged to meet with those involved.
Oh, this is so cool. I went to the 13th.
What? Not only did you travel to the 13th, you encountered a memoriate. Besides, wicked white, that's nothing short of a miracle. I used to be a memoriate myself, but I lost my powers when the Assyrians plucked me out of the void. It's astounding to think that this Zero managed to survive with hers all this time. Though she claims to have no desire to save our world, as a compatriot, I would still be keen to meet her. There's only so many of us left after all, those who haven't completely lost themselves. Also, I know full well that you and yours have your own objective in the 13th. But should you discover aught that might lead to its restoration, I thank you to share it with me.
This is so cool!
Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman's senses tell me that that's not why you're here.
Yes, I'm here to find Hildebrand.
So this friend of yours has gone missing? Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow for me?
Hume Burley wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like.
Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling the horde of spectral warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Giant! Come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you.
Wait, do you have to do role quests first before you do Hildy Endwalker? No, but the dialogue should be different if you have. Gotcha. Thank you, Frizz.
That's so. Make it quick. This shale isn't going to drink its shelf. If it ain't Zordia, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that, back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. At first I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit Watsits, but no, he just stood there striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell.
I love that it's Giot that saw him.
Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost," and sent him packing.
Freaking love Giot.
Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a Cherusian? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk.
I freaking love Giot. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Who's this? Is it the child? Is it the kids? Oh no. Oh, you guys are back! You guys are the new Warriors of Light.
I thought that was your voice, but I was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again.
I love that we're seeing them all again. This makes me so happy.
Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser.
Renegade poser?
We've been searching for him for some time now.
What?
There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction. I can't read this. With this music and this dialogue, I can't. If you discount the shock of a strange man
Why can I not say this word?
gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonard. Zordia has come back to track down a missing friend.
Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. I wouldn't call him a friend per se, but I too happen to be looking for a man prone to posing. Wait, but I wouldn't call him my friend. But I like the idea of looking for a man prone to posing. I'll say he's my friend. We've been through a lot.
The man you're looking for might be one and the same. Then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck.
Yo, we're hanging out with them again? Oh, this is cool. Oh gosh, but Thaler and Vonard are going to be exposed to Hildebrand.
It would be an honor and a great help. We were just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen when you've finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time.
Oh no.
Oh, that fellow? Aye, I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoy one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark. And I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And would you believe it? This odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply. He just struck this pose and walked off.
Oh? Hildy helping the locals? Is it Hildy?
Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the Austral Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his wrist to his head as if to say, I don't know, it was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else.
Oh, why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest, and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? That he's being really helpful. Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people?
So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard.
Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? And that's where we'll look next, shall we? Alright, Thaler, let's go.
On the other hand, some folks might argue a suspicious gentleman is more dangerous than a man more blatant in his villainy. This gentle manliness could well be a ruse to mask all kinds of evil intentions.
Well, here we are, but how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods.
Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability.
Uh-oh. But this is Hildebrand. I feel like they might lose respect for me. Perform the Manderville Mambo. Let's go. Yes! They're definitely losing respect for me after this. And they're doing it with us. Oh my goodness.
Hark! What familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these?
He has wings? Why does he have wings? Lenny! No? What? Light Warden? What? Why do we get boss music? What is... Lenny! Okay, this might be my favorite. This might be my favorite Hildebrand quest. Best Hildy intro. That's not a Sin Eater. Thaler, no!
On your guard, it's a Sin Eater! No, wait, that's no Sin Eater!
It's Hildebrand. It's the Gentleman of Light!
Gentleman of Light! Who is this Gentleman of Light of whom you speak? I am the forgiven gentleman, devourer of sins, Light Warden extraordinaire!
Why do I love this so much? You're not a Sin Eater, you're Hildebrand, the Gentleman Inspector. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a Gentleman Inspector. You might moonlight as a zombie.
Inspector! Sin Eater! Inspector! Sin Eater! You're acquainted with this, gentleman?
Poor Thaler.
Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot. Still, how did he get it in his head that he's a Sin Eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories?
No worry, we got Nashu's delights with us. Let's go. Let's go.
Explosives! We're still trying to save him, right?
That evil smile! That was Nashu's smile. Yeet! Did he just... Wait, are we at... What? Thaler? volleyball. Spike! Spike, let's go! Hi, Q! Let's go! Great teamwork, Taylor. Great teamwork. Wicked White! We've killed him! No, he's fine. He's fine. Calm yourself. He's fine. He's fine. He's like, how is he still alive? He's worse than a sin eater. I assure you, he's been through much worse, much worse. Hey, Hildy. Wait, how did your suit turn back to black? I say, Zordia, I had resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend. I love that it's these two. But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Oh, wait, what? We're all seeing it. Yo! They're seeing it too? How did he, like, get... Where am I? Who am I? Oh, it's Giot. Giot? Oh gosh. Of all the people to meet, he met Giot. I guess this before he took off, she took off her helm. That's not creepy at all, Hildy. That is not creepy at all, bro. Bro. Same.
That sickening light, that aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking.
Giot for the win.
Piss off, ghost!
Giot is... Giot is cracked, bro! I like how it's still going. It's perched on Lenny! Is this how he got the weight? What are you, Hildy? What is this? That is a lot of, that is a twerk. If I ever saw, what is this? The Sin Eater was traumatized.
Run for your lives! It's a Sin Eater!
And this is how we thought. Oh, he became the Sin Eater? Sin Eater? Did they see it, or was it like Kryl? I'll be damned, I saw a vision of a man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a Sin Eater. I don't see how that would convince anyone that they were a Sin Eater, but okay. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. How many memories have you glimpsed now? Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? The first? The first of what? Are you telling me we've somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Good gods, to think I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. They really went all out on this one, didn't they? I can't help but feel that this is not what the echo was intended for. Bro. Explosions, dwarven deckings. Is there nothing this man can't withstand? Yeah, he's one hell of a tank, I'll tell you that. While I've enjoyed what time I've spent on this While I've enjoyed what time I've spent on this far-flung first that I can remember, we should be getting back to our own world. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. We require the services of Becklug. I know a soul sommelier named Becklug. Splendid! I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Becklug a visit. I'm not sure what you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they'd do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. We're exposing Hildy to Becklug. Great.
Seeing as he's a friend of the Warrior of Darkness herself, I should have known. But this Hildebrand is no ordinary man.
Nope, he's not. He's Hildebrand.
Though I am eager to return home, I will miss this strange world. Perhaps we can visit it again sometime. Surely there are cases here that require my preeminent powers of deduction. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Zordia. And what an adorable little puppy you have.
Bruh.
So what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confusion.
Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Zordia? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he's a friend of yours, and one in need no less. What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it last time? Yet you won't sit here and ask me for this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were.
His smile.
We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it.
Please don't tell Graha.
Fortunately, I have a Porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters. But I suppose it's due for a change of pace.
Did I plug your nose for that character?
There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there's a chance that his will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that.
Ha! Zordia knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't to worry for Hildebrand Helidor, Maximilian Manderville.
Yes. I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried, and they have.
I want to see Hildebrand meet the gods, the 12.
Come along then, Hildy. I can't be bothered to remember that name.
1,000 thanks! Simply point me to the soul siphon, I shall hop right in.
The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted.
Oh, that's all the first that we get.
You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact.
If there's nothing else, Bernard and I should be getting back to our duties. Aw, it was nice seeing you, Thaler. It was a pleasure, Zordia. If all too brief, I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it.
Till we meet again, rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence.
You're back, and not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. The inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem. The inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked that every door was locked before we left, but there's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands. The case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses.
Did I see anyone get carried out of the house, you ask? I was too distracted with the stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack. So heavy, he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Uh-oh.
Ah, there you are! This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigation.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Delian, editor-in-chief of the Thavnerian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomenon on our island. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident, but I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. What? What? Now he's... what? They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. Wait, what? Are you saying Hildebrand's body got abducted by aliens? You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend, the inspector, has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor deluded child! That they do. But to what end? Why else? What, that they might one day take over our world! I like this guy. He's great. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators. For the Charlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for our position of power within their regime. Is Hildy gonna meet the Loporits? Oh, I just saw him! You don't see him because of HelloFresh, but hold on, let me show you. He's right there. There's the Stalker Lala right there! I totally missed him. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders. All attempt to sow chaos that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them. They are indeed carrying out abductions here in Radzatan. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake.
Oh no, that sounds awful! We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once!
He got abducted by the Loporits. I think he was a few materia short of a full meld. At least he got the floppy ears part right. I think he was a few materia short of a full meld.
So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him?
It's the Loporits. Loporits.
A man carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around.
Oh, now she's accompanying me.
Parika and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts. Too, longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea. A man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to Alzadal's path, then went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibility of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbird at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector is back on his feet, we'll have to show him. A man with a large sack? Ha! You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. At first I told him to get lost, that Bird and I go way back and so forth, but he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental, and now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos.
Damn, he sold his chocobo? This kid literally sold his chocobo for more chocobos.
Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot, never mind the sack. Did you hear that, Zordia? We need to head to Saltwind's welcome right away. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there, that man is definitely up to no good.
Who's this?
Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. We should stay out of sight and watch what happens.
And we're not gonna save Hildy right away? Okay. Nashu, I swear! Bruh. Why is he selling Hildy?
Ah, Mr. Chupacabra, but he expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. Why would he wouldn't lie, would he?
He totally lied. Such a liar.
The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment as promised.
I like how Hildebrand's the goods. Why do you need Hildy?
My client will be most pleased.
Who's your client? Oh, is it Gilgamesh? Nani?
Oh no, he's going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster?
You think that's a sea monster?
It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugay. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So, this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world. The Manderville Man? None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is said he survived a journey to Dalamud itself, and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch.
Wow.
Most fortunate for us, he has fallen into a coma for which I am assured he will never wake. You are free to do with his body as you please.
Bruh.
Wee-hee-hee! Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel.
Oh wait, what? This is him?
But my next child will be all but invincible, with this body mine to command. I will exact a bloody glorious revenge.
I like how this is how he comes back.
Ahem. Forgive me my boldness, Dr. Lugay, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telephoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance.
No! Not you! Not now! Bah! I must away! No, he took Hildy!
Wait, Dr. Lugay, my payment!
Bro, he runs fast. Let's go.
Wake up, Inspector!
Her throw! Let's go! Oh my god. Oh my god! Could it be? The world's no longer purple! Oh my god.
Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge!
Bruh. Oh, what did you press? Are they going? Don't tell me they're going to the moon. Don't tell me they're going to the moon. Oh, okay, no. What? Mommy! Is he gonna make it to the moon? The animation's gotten much better. Nashu! Okay, he didn't make it. Hildy has to be my favorite. Oh my god. I keep thinking he's going to the moon and it never happens. Bruh. The mouth flaps though. Bruh. No! Rip Dr. Luge. They kissed. That was so sweet. It's the seagull. I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants, but rejoice, for Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return! Oh my gosh, is he actually getting abducted? Oh my god. By the alien? No, what? Is it going to be the Loporits? Bro, they went above and beyond for Hildy this time. Wait, who? What were... Damn. That reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII. The more you know.
What? Wait! Inspector!
Oh my gosh, and he feels vindicated.
I knew it! I knew it! An alien abduction, and to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes! This month's issue of the Thavnerian Truth shall be the best one yet!
This guy and his aliens.
And just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Ratatan.
I like how that's her conclusion.
Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? And where have you gone? This won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance again.
Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum. Oh, so he is on the moon. Is he? So these are the Loporits? Wait, so who's that's the frickin' spaceship from is it the PUPU quests? On Final Fantasy VIII? Were they called PUPUs? Popos? Oh my gosh, it is! That thing! Oh my gosh, it looks so cute! Hildebrand has a new child. The googly eyes! They're so cute! What is this? Nani? With astute mind and explosive panache, he'll find the crime, crack the case in a flash. Dashing through air, purely genital's flare, our agent of enquiry, Hildebrand Manderville. True that justice never go out of style. See you, Inspector. Oh my gosh, that was so good!